Okay, I have seen nothing of the patch. I have seen none of the new cards. So I'm going in blind. Here's what we want. I don't want to see what happens. We're going in blind. I want Ahri support. Lee Sin to not suck. Invoke to not suck. I want probably some other things. I want cards that say draw a card on them. Probably other things. But that's what we're starting with. I'm trying to think about just Eternal, not Standard. Okay. Are we ready? Let's just jump into it. That's so loud, oh my god.
Hello and welcome to the Legends of Runeterra 4.8 patch breakdown. With this patch being a variety set,
How's the
we're being
volume?
introduced to 10 new cards, which are designed to hint towards future expansions as well as help older archetypes.
Cool.
The new cards
Old
are
archetypes, Ahri.
Crystalline Stormraptor.
Burb, 5 mana, failure, 3/2. Small stat line. On play, deal 2 to all of the units. Avalanche on a stick. That's actually really cool. I like that.
5 mana 3/2 with a play effect to deal 2 to all other units. Balin the Benevolent from Demacia.
Great card art. I didn't know we had B-Max in Legends of Runeterra. 4 mana, Demoglio, 0/4 formidable. On attack, grant formidable allies everywhere, +0/+1. Galio support? Did anyone else forget that Galio was in the game?
It will grant all formidable
Or is it just me?
1 health.
Yeah, on your deck and
Crimson
everything?
Banquet.
Insane. That card actually seems really good. Okay. Crimson Banquet Hall. 2 mana, Noxus Landmark. Allies cost 1 less. Okay. When you play an ally, deal 2 to it. Dude. Vlad? Scarground support? Okay, alright. So far, we're 3 for 3 on cards being cool. Tomino, thank you for the 10 months, man. I appreciate the prime. So far, 3 for 3 on cards being cool. We'll go over them in more detail later.
Noxus, a 2 mana landmark that reduces the cost of all allies by 1, but when you play a unit, the landmark will deal 2 damage to it. Iris from Ionia, a 2
mana Ionia, elusive, 1/1, on Nexus Strike, summon a random husk. Man.
and a 1/1 elusive with Nexus Strike, summon a random husk. Divine Dragon.
We're 3 for 4 on cards being cool. They missed the one region that matters to me. All right, PNZ. PNZ's been eating real good lately. What do they have? 2 mana, slow speed. Deal 1 to an enemy or the enemy nexus and 1 to another. Okay, just a slow speed. Yeah, Static Shock-esque card. Good for... Oh, I guess... Is that a Janet teaser? Maybe it is. But this is a very good Seraphine card.
From PNZ, a 2 mana slow spell which
BB?
deals 1 to the enemy or an enemy nexus.
Keg
and 1 to
combo?
another. Proliferating Darkwraith.
Proliferating Dark Wraith, 1 mana, Shadow Isles, 1/1. Last breath, create and deck an exact copy of your strongest Proliferating Dark Wraith in deck, then double the stats of Proliferating Dark Wraith in deck. I have a 1/1. I play it. It dies. I have a 1/1 Dark Wraith in my deck. I make a 1/1 in deck. It doubles to a 2/2. Play it. It dies. 4, 8, 16. Huh. What a interesting card. 4 for 5. 4 for 5 on interesting cards.
An exact copy of the
All of them double?
Proliferating Darkwraith
Yes,
in
they
the
all
deck,
double. That is
And then
correct.
doubling its stats.
That's an interesting
Tidal
card.
Invocation.
That art looks like a Nami card or something. Deal 1 to a unit. Spawn 1 for each damage dealt. We're getting Keg support. I'm really excited about this. I really like Kegs. Okay. It is Vile Feast for Bilgewater. Yes.
For Bilgewater, a 2 mana fast speed spell which deals.
This
1
is
to
an
the unit.
incredible
It will
card.
then spawn for each damage it dealt. Cosmic Call for
Oh, 2 mana Targon Burst. That looks like an invoke card. Invoke a celestial that costs 7 or more. Or pay 8 to also reduce the cost of your celestials everywhere by half, rounded up. What is this? Okay, so you pay 2 mana to Star Shaping without the life gain. Or you pay 8 total to Star Shaping and reduce all of your Celestials by half. I'm playing this shit, bro. I am playing this. That's so crazy. Man, every single time we get like a lackluster set, I go, at least the variety patch cards are cool. And then the variety patch cards are fucking insane.
Targon, a 2-mana burst speed spell which invokes a Celestial.
What a
costs
card.
7 or more. If you pay 8, it will also reduce the cost of Celestials everywhere by half, rounded up.
Wait, reduce the cost by half rounded up? It rounds up after it reduces, right? That's what it means. It's not saying that it reduces by even more. Just checking. So if something's 9, it's not going to make it 4. It's going to make it 5. I think. Like Ledros. Okay, yeah. Just making sure.
By half, rounded up. Valley of Imitation is for Shurima, a 3-mana landmark which will transform itself into the first follower you play for that round.
Whoa. Whoa. That's cool. Only for the round? Yeah, but then you get to do it again. So you don't have to worry about wasting it on like a poopy unit. You just get it on another one. That's cool.
It will also retain
also
any
Chip. What up? What am I?
Give it. And finally, Mr. Thrift.
Mr. Thrift. Fantastic art. 1 mana Bandle 03. When one or more of your traps or boons activate, plant 2 of it in that player's deck. Okay, let me get this straight. I activate a portal. And I get 2 portals in my deck? Every time I hit a portal? And then if I hit those 2 portals, I get 4 portals in my deck? Now, it doesn't specify top 4. It doesn't. But that might be a really powerful effect. Especially if you're doing like chimes, which we haven't seen Bard for like a while. But that could be pretty crazy. That could be pretty crazy.
Bandle City. He's a 1-mana 0/3.
Do you guys remember that video I did where I had like 3 billion chimes?
In the player's deck.
I'm really good in that.
Balance changes. There are over 60
okay, so those are the cards.
Patch, so we will start with the standard nerfs and buffs, and then cover the eternal changes afterwards. Champion strength is decreasing.
I guess I should just let it play.
To 8 mana, but will no longer give unit scouts. Fish Fight is increasing to 3 mana. Sump Monument is increasing to 4 mana. It will also plant 5 Poison Puff Caps instead of 4. Condense is increasing.
Hold on. 10 out of 10. No notes. Fantastic. All this is good. All this is great. Champion Strength not giving Scout. Fantastic. Now, the trick with Champion Strength now is to play Scout units. Open attack with all of your stuff. Champion Strength, attack with the Scout unit. Attack with all your stuff. That's what you're going to do now, but like... That's... Thank God, bro. I'm so tired of just dying to Champion Strength on turn 6. Like, it's so dumb. Fish Fight has secretly been one of the best cards in the game for a while now. I've been talking about it for a bit. Very happy to see it get Fish Fought. And then Sump Monument going to 4 mana, plant 5 Puff Caps, so it gets double nerfed, which is dope. It's 8 mana now. That's okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. How many times does your opponent cast Champ Strength on your turn and you're like, oh, I could just block out? Like, that happens to me all the time. I'm in trouble, but like, you can just block out.
Also plant 5 Poison Puff Caps instead of 4. Condense is increasing to 3 mana. Swain's...
Yeah. Yeah, Condense is nuts.
Level up condition is increasing from 12 plus non-combat damage to 16.
I'm not sure we need this, but I don't mind. I think that's fine. Swain has been auto flipped ever since the I think like yeah, I don't mind overly much that it got nerfed. I don't think it needed to get nerfed, but I'm kind of happy they're making this change because Swain, ever since the 1 mana 05 that makes tentacles came out, Swain just flips. Like, you don't have to do anything. He just flips on his own. Watchful Idol. Thank you. Yeah, he just flips. So like, this is kind of nice. Now you actually have to like build your deck with to like flip Swain, not just, oh look, Swain flips. Yeah, and Tentacle Smash. Pirouette. Pirouette getting nerfed. Good. Like, have you guys read that card? Pirouette is dumb. So it starts at 3 and then it goes down to 1. That's actually a really good change because it doesn't like axe the card. You still get the benefit if you're running a plunder deck. It's just less good outside of it.
To 3 mana. However, the plunder discounts will be increasing to 2 mana, so once the plunder has been activated, it will still cost 1 mana. Purifying Flames will now grant both allies +2/+2.
Good. Good. All my homies hate elusives.
Instead of one receiving +3/+3 and the other receiving +2/+2. Lord Broadmane is losing 1 point of health and will become a 3/4. Vaults of Helia is increasing to 5 mana. Squeaker is losing.
Okay, Vault's got nerfed to 5. That's good standard. Broadmane going back down to a 3/4 is like totally fine. I just wanted to be upset about it. PNZ decks can't deal with it super well. Bilgewater decks can't deal with it super well. You need to be like Shadow Isles and stuff. This is totally fine.
Point of health and will become a 3/4. Vaults of Helia is increasing to 5 mana. Squeaker is losing 1 point of power and will return back to a 1.
It's really not that big of a
Returnal Wrench
nerf.
is gaining 1 point of health. However, it will lose its impact keyword. And the final.
Okay. Super God, thank you for the 7 months, man. And they nerfed Shelly.
Admiral Shelly, who will be losing its Attune keyword. No! Moving on to the standard buffs. Both the Warlord.
Not Shelly. No. Okay. Yeah, you can build, like, I think the Jace Cannon discard deck gets better. The Jinx Cannon one gets worse. Okay, Warlord's Palace goes, it's buffed.
Palace and the Warlord's Hall.
Yeah, I'm down.
Back to countdown 8. Riven will now grant herself the increase.
Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot. I want Auction to be in, like, top 5. There you go. I want Auction to be in, like, top 5 played champions in standard because he's like really cool. So I'm happy to see this. Riven. Each round, the first time you increase my power, increase by twice the amount. Grant me that much power. Okay, yeah. So effectively, it will work for like the turn the same, but then she'll keep the damage, which is good. So it works with equipment. Gotcha. Okay. Let me keep going.
Onto power she gives herself on the level 2. The Poro King will create.
When Poro King levels up, he creates a special snack. Okay. I guess I have to stay up here, huh? Sure.
Special snack in hand when he levels up.
That's definitely better.
Frosted snack will change from frostbite an enemy with 3 or less health to frostbite an enemy. Sun Guardian is gaining 1 health, returning back to its 2/3 stat line.
Maj.
Rocket Barrage is increasing its damage to deal 4 to the targeted unit.
Hell
Whistle
yeah.
Hog will now grant itself +2/+1 instead of +1/+1.
Okay.
Blunt Pack Poacher is gaining 1 point of health.
That card's so funny. I saw Navi! I saw Navi! Oh my god! Alright, Blimp Pack Poacher was like a hilarious card. I'm glad it's getting a point of health because I think Ambush is really, really uninteresting, and I think if Blimp Pack Poacher is in decks with Ambush, all of a sudden things actually get interesting. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Britness now has to whistle the... Oh, he has to witness it? He has to see it? Okay, that is interesting.
Health +2/+1 instead of +1/+1. The Blunt Pack Poacher is gaining 1 point of health. Nami's level requirements has changed.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Speaker Man. I'm gonna take a look at this. Nami's level up has changed. She goes from 8+ spell mana recovered or whatever to you've played 6+ spells with an allied Nami in play. Well, this is like a rework. This is incredibly different. And we're back to +2/+1. Ah! Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, this is sick. This is good stuff. This is... Okay, this is such an interesting level up condition because the deck building requirements are really high and your opponent has to kill her before you get to go off. So you play Nami, you play Protect the Queen for a little bit, and then you go. This is sick. I'm stoked for this.
Level up when she played 6+ spells with an allied Nami on board. With this being a more difficult level up requirement to meet, Riot has also reverted the nerf to her level 2, and she will now grant other allies +2/+1 again. The Dragon Guard Lookout is gaining 2 power, and will now become a 5/5. Strafing Strike will now heal dragons 5.
Holy
instead of
shit,
2.
that's a lot.
Confront will now draw 1 if you target a dragon ally.
Whoa! Okay, this is a lot. I don't know if you guys have played Strafing Strike. That card's not that bad. Nami Ionia. I will try it for sure, and I will try Nami Seraphine. This is a lot. Like, this card was already pretty good. And then Confront. I've played Confront. It's not that bad in, like, Shyvana decks. But if it's a dragon draw one, that's nuts. Yeah, it's Shyvana's champ spell. Yeah. Whoo, man. And this is the one, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Now heal dragons 5 instead of 2. Confront will now draw 1 if
that's
you target
crazy.
a dragon ally.
Dude, it's just like, you're just going to go, like, Dragon Chow. Okay, let me walk you through this line. Dragon Chow, pass, Wounded White Flame, Confront, attack with a 3/4 challenger, draw a card. Dragon Chow's only eternal. Turn 1, turn 2, pass. Turn 3, Wounded White Flame, Confront, draw a card, challenger, 3/4. That's pretty good.
Finally, the last buffs to standard.
The last buffs to standard. Oh, we're still getting eternal stuff. Okay, cool. Thread the Needle. Yeah, the Gwen spell. Kill an ally to deal damage equal to its power to an enemy. It's 2 mana now. Cool. That card sucked. And it's like kind of a cool card. Eradication buffed. Dawning Shadow
will be to
buffed.
Thread the Needle, Eradication, and Dawning Shadow.
Whoa.
They are all reducing their cost by 1 and will be 2,
Financier buff.
5, and 6 mana respectively. This patch also has 3
Equipped allies have struck for... Tell me this is a nerf. Equipped allies have struck for 12 plus damage. You attacked with 16 plus power of equipped allies. I don't know why I even want Jax to get nerfed. I just think he's boring. That's a buff. That's a buff. Yeah. That's a buff. Okay. It's like... Yeah, it's better, I think. Whatever. Realm's Caretaker is now a Fae instead of a Yordle. And Portal Scholar also now a Fae. Sure.
Jax will now level up once you've attacked with 16
Images are on the Twitter
power
if you want them
from
on
equipped
YouTube.
allies.
I'll check it out later.
And both
Thank you.
the Portal Scholar and the Realm's Caretaker have been adjusted from Yordles to Faes. Moving on to the Eternal balance changes. Since we have received the Eternal nerfs in the last patch notes, we don't actually have any nerfs to cover in this patch. So, all of the upcoming cards are going to be buffed for the Eternal format.
What do we got?
Lee Sin's
What do we...
level up can
Yes! Oh, dude, I could hear Reddit just mauling right now. I could hear it, but I don't care. Lee Sin, back to 8. Oh, he's actually maybe playable. Let's go. Let's go. Yone buff? I forgot this card existed. 6 mana. Woo! And Windfair Hatchling buff from 4/3 to 5/4. Wow. Whoo, boy.
is reducing from 10 plus spells to 8. Yone is decreasing in cost to 6 mana. The Windfair Hatchling is gaining +1/+1. Scattered Pod is becoming a 5 mana 5/5 with no attune.
Whoa, pod buffs? I like Scatterpod. I think that's pretty cool. This is definitely a buff. Like 5 mana is way easier to cast than 6 mana. You can double pod if you want to. Dope. Fuzzy Caretaker buff, I don't care. And then Ritual Renewal is burst.
The Ritual of Renewal is changing speed from slow to burst.
Ionian Tailstones buff.
To note that the Ritual of Renewal is available in Standard via the Ionian Tailstones, so this buff also applies to Standard. Thorny Toad is changing.
Wow, that's a complete change. A 3/1? That's definitely a buff. Ancient Crocodile now has Fearsome. That makes sense. And Withering Mist is 4 mana? Wow.
Ancient Crocodile is gaining the Fearsome keyword. Withering Mist is reducing its cost to 4 mana. Mountain Scryer is gaining...
I spy Targon cards. I see Fangs! Yes! Finally! We only had to ask for a year. Finally, Fangs got buffed. Mountain Scryer is a 3/4. That's a real-ass stat line. Fangs is a 3/2. Finally! Arbiter of the Peak is... I don't know what it does, honestly. 10 mana, 6/6. Overwhelm costs 1 less for each time you target its supported allies. I don't care! Fangs buff! Woo!
+1/+1.
Yes!
The Fangs are gaining 1 point of power. Arbiter of
He can
Peak
block
is
Fear
gaining
Zones.
+1/+1. Star-tipped Peak is decreasing to 1 mana.
This card's actually solid. Start to peak. It's actually a pretty good card. So keep an eye out on that. Wish is 2 mana. Cool. And Giddy Sparkleologist. Sparkleologist. Giddy Sparkleologist. I think that was kind of close. Is now a 3/3. That's a real stat line. 3 mana, 3/3. Sparkleologist. Oh, that makes way more sense. Sparkleologist. Okay. If you behold a celestial card, grant an ally +1/+1 in spell shield. As a 3/3, that's like a real card. 2/2 was poop butt. Now it's like
Wish is also decreasing its cost and will now cost 2 mana. Giddy
Could play it in Zoe
Sparkleologist
decks.
is gaining +1/+1. Laurent Chevalier.
yo. What is it he always says? Who does not know the name Laurent? Is that him? Okay, 3/3. Sure, yeah. Swiftwing. That's the other one. Damn it. Swiftwing Lancer's a 5/5. I don't care about any of this.
Swiftwing Lancer and the Great Horn Companion are all gaining 1 point of health. Warding Stones, Academy Prodigy, and Insightful Investigator are all also gaining 1 health.
This is kind of dangerous. I don't care about these.
Egnivia is gaining 1 point of
Egnivia. Man, I forgot Anivia was in this game. Back to an O2. Wasn't she? She was an O2 like way back when, right? Egnivia. Rhymefang Wolf. This is a big buff. Goes to a 3/3. Is it a big buff? I guess actually it's not. I mean, it's a 3/3 challenger for 3 dog, which is like pretty good. Outriders is a 4/4. That's solid.
of health as well. The Rhymefang Wolf is gaining 1 point of power. The Avaros and Outriders are gaining +1/+1. Radiant Guardian is gaining 1 point of power, returning to her old stat line of a 5/5.
Wow.
Molten Breath is decreasing its cost by 1.
Yeah.
Stalking Broodmother is gaining +1/+1.
Yeah.
Abyssal Guard is gaining the Attune keyword.
Sorry, I've never seen this card. 4 mana Bilgewater, Fearsome 2/3. When you play a spell, give me +2. Now with Attune. Interesting. And Lost Riches goes to 3 mana. Oh, that's
Lost
interesting.
Riches is decreasing its cost to 3 mana. And for our final buffs, the Yordle Newbie and the Loping Telescope are both gaining 1 point of power.
Okay.
For Eternal Adjustments, we are finally getting the Vladimir change/rework.
Okay.
He will be gaining the following text to his card. Play. Deal 1 to any number of allies to deal that much to an enemy.
Whoa. Whoa. Deal 1 to any number of allies to deal that much to an enemy? Do I count as an enemy? Can I be bolted? Can Vlad decimate me on play? Because, like, that's spooky AF.
Card.
Not
Play.
Nexus. That's still
Deal
really
1
good,
to
though.
any number of allies to deal that much to an enemy. I've also had confirmation from Riot that this play effect will be a skill, so here is the mock-up of the version of the card that you will see in-game.
So it counts for Jin. And he still has a... Wow, that's crazy.
The new Legends of Runeterra Emporium is open for business. A new in-game shop personalised just for you. The Emporium features 4 different types of offers, from common to legendary, with a mix of green shards, coins, and Stardust purchase options. Riot provided a small Q&A in their patch notes, so I'll read this out for you now. Will I be able to obtain cosmetics that run special event cosmetics,
Like
including
Queen Kate?
items from previous battle passes? Yes, some of these items have the chance to
Vlad
appear
level
in
1
your
doesn't have the
Emporium.
attack effect.
However,
Okay.
the most surefire way to get the cosmetics from the battle pass
That's a
is
big
to purchase
buff.
them when they're live and active. Are battle pass items available right away in the Emporium? No. In order to maintain prestige from the battle pass, items have a cooldown period before they can appear in your Emporium. You'll be able to show off that you unlocked it first, just for a little bit. How will the battle pass items be priced when they appear in the Emporium? TLDR is that they'll be much cheaper to earn the cosmetic items via the battle pass. You'll have a chance to snag some of these in the Emporium in the future, but it'll cost more. I don't play Path of Champions. Will I still get Path of Champions items in my
Okay, is this just Path of Champions stuff?
Stardust and Epic Relics. Stardust will be converted from duplicate champion fragments and relics.
Looks like
Stardust is going from rare to common as well.
Okay. New cards. All right. So, can I arrow? Let's start from here. This one, interesting. Interesting card. Obviously an auto-include in Bard decks. You just play it, and then you go Bird, Esmus, whatever, and it just gives you Chimes back. I think that's where you're going to see this the most, is in Bard decks. This card is... I don't even know, bro. This card is interesting. It's not his region. Oh, it's... Oh, because it doesn't make chimes. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can play it in Nora stuff. Like dedicated portal decks, I guess. I don't know if you want to play it in Puff Caps. Maybe. Proliferating Dark Wraith is really cool. I'm interested to see what people do with this. I honestly just like don't know. This card sucks, man. I don't want to play this. 2 mana, elusive, on Nexus Strike, summon a random husk. I don't care. Cosmic Dawn. Now this card. Is this the most exciting card of the variety patch? Absolutely, right? Like this absolutely has to be the most exciting card of the variety patch. You think Eris is? You think this is the most exciting card of the variety patch? Banned. Yeah, gotta be this. That's so cool. I'm so excited to play this, especially with the other buffs. We got Fang's buff. We got Mountain Scryer buff. That's cool. Now the funny part is that you're gonna take this into your local Eternal ladder and you're gonna get bodied by fucking Samira and Tommy, but it's gonna be sick. Crimson Hall Banquet is kind of scary. Allies cost 1 less is like nuts, especially when there's a bunch of allies that want to have damage dealt to them. Right, it's about to get crazy. Ortho Bear, thank you for the 2 months, man. And the Prime. Yeah, this card can be a little spooky. Divine Draft. Just paying 2 things. It's a solid card. You're going to hit it off Seraphine and you're going to be totally happy about this. Tidal Invocation. Now this card, this is a big card right here. This thing does not suck. Yeah. Whew. If you don't have Tentacle support, it's just Vile Feast that doesn't drain. But it's in Bilgewater, which is like nuts. So these Nami decks that you're going to be seeing, spoiler alert, because your boy's going to be playing them. Nami decks get to like cast spells. Yeah, and BB and stuff. Get to cast spells, remove units, and have blockers all at the same time. So that's crazy. Yeah, and catch me spawning a 13/13 Tentacle with BB. Valid Invitation. This one's really interesting. What a weird card. There's going to be some cool stuff going on with this. I don't know what to do with it, but someone will figure out something cool. B-Max. Balin the Benevolent. Yeah, this card is definitely Galio support. I haven't seen Galio in an age, but like its effect is very powerful. Very powerful. Grant formidable allies everywhere, including in your deck, +0/+1. So all your Broadwings that you draw or whatever, they're 0/4s now. Right? That kind of stuff. That's pretty crazy. It is a quietest target, but like, that's pretty good. This is Avalanche on a stick. That's a burb. I think it's cool. That's it. I think it's neat. And we're back at the beginning. Oh, man. Lot of good stuff coming in, huh? A lot of good stuff coming in. Dude. Now I got to figure out how to play Targon Invoke. Nami. Lee Sin. Win next week. Win next week. Tomorrow. It's tomorrow. The secret is that is it all the same deck? Is that the secret? Is this stuff taking the 7 mana spell? No. No. I won't. You can't make me. What are my Nerf buff comments? I made a couple of them, but like there's a lot of Nerf buffs. Okay, let's look at it this one. Very happy for these because I like Akshan. I think Riven's, I don't care about Riven. I'm going to be honest. Portal King buffs, cool. Sun Guardian buff, it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to see like Leona aggro come back. But I think the archetype's gotten enough nerfs that it's okay. How big is the nerf fish fight 2 3? Pretty sizable. It's like a 50% increase. Rocket Barrage does 4. I like Rocket Barrage, so I'm kind of happy it does more. Hey, you reset that. Bristlehog, whatever. Blimp Pack Poacher, sure, that's fine. And Sonny's opinion on cards aren't often the same, but when you saw Cosmic, you both love it. Yeah, we're both probably just like, woo! We both, it's like, we have very different opinions on a lot of stuff, but then it's like that meme where it's like they like do that, and it's like Majin, Sunny, Targon. God, I'm so excited for this. Nami's like dope. Dawning Shadow's just a better vengeance. It's slow. Drengar Lookout buff. These buffs are big. These two. Thread the Needle's cool. Eradication I don't really care about. Dawning Shadow being 6 makes it a much better Pharaoh's Financier hit. And makes Senna better. Hallelujah, Lord Almighty. Good. It had to happen eventually. It feels kind of out of place, but I'm glad people who play Swain have to like actually work to level Swain now, instead of just like playing a 1-drop. Also, I think a lot of us forget, we get a little focused on our level, let's say. Swain, not the best deck in Masters. Swain Alawi is like at the highest levels, not the best deck. It's not bad, but it wasn't great. Swain Alawi at the lower level was like fucking unstoppable, dude. People in lower ranks had no idea how to beat Swain Alawi. That deck was terrorizing people. So I think this is probably fine. Pirouette is now an actual plunder card. Purifying Flames gets nerfed. Good. Broadmain nerf, kind of sad, but fair. Vaults nerf, good. This is another one. This is like Swain and Nasus Vaults were probably like the 2 decks that were just like absolutely curb stomping gold. It was just like people didn't know what to do, and they were just fucking losing to it. Squeaker nerf, that's totally fine. Return of Wrench change, much less aggressive now, but +1 health is like relevant. I prefer it this way to the Impact one, because with Impact you're looking just to like push damage and stuff. This could actually be interesting. And then Shelly nerf is acceptable because of Nami. Eternal, bro, look at these fucking buffs. Lee Sin, my boy, back to 8. Windfarer Hatchling buff, that's cool. Scattered Pog is Poggers. It's a 5/5 for 5. That's good. Losing a tune makes me sad, but like we take those. I don't care about this. Skipping Yone, yeah, right. Come on, man. I'm not gonna play him. This is nice because of the Tailstones change. Like, going from slow speed to burst speed is fucking insane. Has a card ever seen that big of a buff in like one sitting? Slow speed to burst speed, bro, with no balance change. Thorny Toad's the 3/1, much more aggressive card now. Aggressive at trading. You're still not using it to like kill people. Crocolith gets Fearsome. That's cool. Withering Mist is 4 mana, which is good because I like Withering Mist. 4 mana is like, that's good. That's cheap. Thank God. Thank God. Invoke stuff. Arbiter. I still don't remember what that card does. Startip Peak was a good card before. It's probably a good card now. Like, it was just too slow. 2 mana, countdown 2. Now you're hitting it on turn 3. If it's in your opening hand, like, this could be something to watch out for. Wish, yeah, whatever. This card, I'm just going to call it Giddy. Giddy, getting buffed to a 3/3 is definitely better. I don't know if you're playing it outside of, like, Zoe decks. And even then, it's like, if you don't have Zoe, is this card worth it? I don't know. Probably not. Who knows? Leron, buffed to a 3/3. Okay. It could survive something, I guess. I don't think these three are impactful at all. Wording Stones is an 0-4, which is much better than an 0-3. Academy Prodigy is like a 2-mana 3-2 quick attack, which is very aggressively statted. I don't know if I want to play it because I like my units to have words on them and do things when I play them, but that's a very aggressive stat line. I don't even remember what this is. I think it's like a 3-4 now. That's cool. Ignivia is back to an 0-2, so all 6 Anivia players can rejoice. Ryan Fangwolf is a 3-3, 3-mana 3-3 challenger. Like, just period, that's like pretty solid, right? If you just stop there, 3-mana 3-3 challenger is like a good card. And it kills things that have 0 power. It's got all the Frostbite shenanigans. Outrider's buff to a 4-4, right? That's pretty big buff. This card's solid. We've seen it played in some things before. Radiant Guardian back to a 5-5. Hell yes, brethren. Did I see the pool party Zoe Evlo? I did in Singleton. I don't care about Molten Breath. I don't care about Stalking Broodmother. Abyssal Guard's interesting. It added a tune for possible Nami shenanigans. Lost Riches is even less mana now. I think it's 3. And these get power. Pretty crazy stuff. And then, yeah, banger portal hit. Good point. Vladimir got changed for the better. Just cool stuff. Cool stuff.